Listen carefully. What you're looking at here, this income, didn't come from ads. It didn't come from clients. And it didn't come from building a large audience. It came from audiobooks. Now here's the important part. The reason most people fail with this model is not because it doesn't work. It's because they don't understand how the system actually works beneath the surface. And when you don't understand the system, you end up doing the right things in the wrong way. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through something simple, but extremely powerful. How people are using platforms like Reddit, Quora, and Facebook to generate audiobook reviews, which then translate directly into visibility, rankings, and ultimately sales. No hype, no shortcuts. Just a system that, when applied correctly, works over time. Let's simplify everything. On audiobook platforms, especially within the ACX ecosystem, there's one factor that influences performance more than anything else: reviews. Reviews are not just nice to have. They directly impact trust. Whether someone even considers your audiobook click-through, whether they click into your listing conversion, whether they actually listen or buy ranking, how the platform decides to push your content. If your audiobook has no reviews, even if the content is excellent, it becomes invisible. And invisible products don't sell. Proof plus context. Now this isn't theory. We've seen real results from this model. Individuals generating over $58,000 in a single month, others consistently adding $10,000 to $15,000 plus per month purely from audiobook income, and on a personal level, crossing over 100,000 audiobook units sold. Now think about that for a second. Even if you're earning just a few dollars per sale, once you combine volume with consistency, the numbers begin to scale in a very real way. This is not about one viral moment. It's about accumulation. The key mechanism: promo codes. Now here's the part most people either overlook or don't fully understand. When you publish an audiobook through ACX, you're given promotional codes. Typically, 50 codes for the US market, 50 codes for the UK market. These codes allow people to access your audiobook completely free. And in return, you can request an honest review. This is important. This is not a workaround. It's not a loophole. It's a built-in part of the platform designed to help new audiobooks gain traction. So the opportunity is already there. Most people just don't use it properly. The real problem. So the real issue is not, where do I get reviews? That part is already solved. The real question is, how do I get these codes into the right hands? Because not everyone who takes a free audiobook will actually listen to it, finish it, or take the time to leave a review, which means this becomes a distribution problem. And distribution is where the real leverage is. Reddit strategy. Let's start with Reddit. Go into Reddit and search for terms like best audiobooks, audiobook recommendations, free audiobooks. You'll find active discussions with people already engaged. Now, here's where most people go wrong. They drop links, they try to promote, and they get ignored. Instead, your approach should be simple and natural. Something like, I recently worked on an audiobook on topic. I have a few free codes if anyone's interested in checking it out. No pressure, no selling. What this does is filters for genuine interest, attracts people already in the mindset to listen, increases the likelihood of receiving a review. Quora strategy. Next is Quora. Search for questions like, what are the best audiobooks to listen to? Then take a few minutes to write a proper answer. Not rushed, not generic. Recommend a few well-known audiobooks, and then include yours naturally within that list. The key here is positioning. You're not trying to convince, you're simply placing your audiobook in the right context. That's what drives clicks without resistance. Facebook group strategy. Now, let's talk about Facebook groups. This is one of the more direct channels. Search for groups related to audiobooks, self-development, reading communities. Join them, observe the tone, then post something simple and clear. I'm giving away a few free audiobook copies in exchange for honest feedback. That's it. No over-explanation. From there, you'll start seeing comments, direct messages, requests for access. And this is how your promotional codes begin to circulate effectively. Why this works. Once your codes are being redeemed and reviews start coming in, you begin to see a shift. More reviews create. More trust leads to which leads to more clicks. More clicks leads to which lead to more listens. More listens leads to which lead to more sales. And once that cycle starts, the platform begins to recognize the activity. And that's when visibility increases. That's when momentum builds. Now let's keep this grounded. This is not automatic. You still need a solid audiobook, a niche with real demand, consistency in execution, and patience. And yes, you will need to follow up, because not everyone who redeems a free code will leave a review on their own. That's part of the process. If you want to build this properly, then don't approach it randomly. Join the Silent Publisher community, Telegram, where we share real-time strategies, Twitter, where we break down daily insights. You'll find the links in the description. People are quietly building income from audiobooks every single day. No noise, no attention, no unnecessary complexity, just structured systems applied consistently over time. So the question becomes, are you going to keep watching from the outside, or are you going to start building something for yourself? I'll see you in the next one.